didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On second down now, it's Cohen. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much since. To throw is Fields. Out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
Cohen gets it again on second.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Davian Williams, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Stafford.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 40, and they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
play action. Fields
on the move to his left.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Darnell Mooney, the target there.
And it's 3rd and short.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This is caught by Robinson. Dances by him. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right at the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. On the give, this is Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bears are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Santos with the extra point. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
And what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Was that a design pass or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. They'll roll him out right. His throw incomplete.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the handoff, Henderson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Second down at 4. Now a handoff. Henderson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he slides to a halt inside the 10. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And Gay knocks this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Final shot before the break. Fields rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start the third quarter with a run by Cohen. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They try again with Cohen. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Flushed out right. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
He's going to let this one go deep. Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Play action. It's Fields. Steps away. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Darnell Mooney the target there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now Fields out to his left. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play. Now a first down throw. Fields being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Stafford. This one complete to Gafford. Room here to run. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That goes for a gain of 31.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Stafford now to throw. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Gay's kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 53 yards on the ground for him so far. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. Touchdown! Damiere Byrd from 3 yards out. And the Bears are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Off play action, Fields.
Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
On the move to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
And that'll bring up second down.
Fields.
Rolling to his left.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Fields.
Steps away.
That is hauled in by Jimmy Graham. Touchdown Bears.
10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now it's Stafford.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
To throw again on second down. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Stafford. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Stafford.
He'll get this one complete to Atwell.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. Buying time to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
From the gun, a give to Henderson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henderson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Rams going to go ahead and use the 1st of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Henderson going to run for it. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point, hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touch.